What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin Breeze here, and in this video we're going to be comparing the BLU Vivo XL4 to the LG Stylo 4 Amazon Prime exclusive phone. So without further ado, let's get started. So this version of the BLU Vivo XL4 is the GSM unlocked version. Now this sells for $129.99 currently at least, and you can buy it on Amazon.com. Now this version of the LG Stylo 4, as mentioned before, is the Amazon Prime exclusive phone. Now this is one of many versions that's available of this phone on the market, but this version comes factory unlocked, and it works with GSM and CDMA carriers. So in the United States, this is going to work with all 4 major US carriers, whereas the BLU Vivo XL4 is only going to work with GSM carriers such as AT&T and T-Mobile. The LG Stylo 4 is currently available for $179.99. So the LG Stylo 4 is $50 more expensive than the BLU Vivo XL4. Now both devices feature a 6.2-inch display, but with the BLU Vivo XL4, we have a notch here at the top, and the LG Stylo 4 does not have a notch. So you can see, holding these two devices up next to each other, the displays are essentially the same size, but we do have that notch taking up some space on the BLU Vivo XL4. Another thing too to consider is that the devices are pretty similar in size, but the LG Stylo 4 is slightly taller because you have to fit the camera and the earpiece and everything up at the top, whereas that's contained within the notch on the BLU Vivo XL4. But both devices again are about the same size, so that's good to see. Now the BLU Vivo XL4 features a 720p display, and the LG Stylo 4 features a 1080p display. So you're getting a higher resolution display with the LG Stylo 4, but what's awesome though is that both devices do feature really good displays. So despite the BLU Vivo XL4 having a lower quality, lower resolution display, the actual display looks great. Now it's kind of hard to show on camera, but the display on the BLU Vivo XL4 is really bright, and everything looks super crisp and clear. So I actually think that these displays are both really comparable, and I don't necessarily even prefer one over the other. But I do think that the LG Stylo 4 has a slight advantage not having that notch on the top, because you'll be able to fit more content on the LG Stylo 4. The BLU Vivo XL4 features a 13 megapixel front-facing camera with a front-facing flash. And on the LG Stylo 4, we have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Both devices feature 32 gigabytes of internal storage, with the ability to expand that storage with a microSD card. Now neither of these two devices have wireless charging, but both devices feature a fingerprint sensor on the back. The BLU Vivo XL4 has a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera. And the LG Stylo 4 just has one camera here on the rear, and it's 13 megapixels. Both devices feature 3 gigabytes of RAM, and the BLU Vivo XL4 features a MediaTek Helio P22 processor, and the LG Stylo 4 features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 processor. Both devices have video recording that maxes out at a 1080p at 30 frames per second resolution. The BLU Vivo XL4 features a massive 4,000 mAh battery, and the LG Stylo 4 features a 3,300 mAh battery. Now both batteries on both these two devices are non-removable, and really the battery capacities on both of these devices are very impressive. Of course the capacity on the BLU Vivo XL4 is a bit bigger, so that's even more impressive. Both devices feature Android 8.0 Oreo, and I'm not sure when either of these will be updated to Android Pie. Now that we've gone over the specifications, let's now go over the hardware of these two devices. So as mentioned before, you're getting a 6.2-inch display with both devices here, and then we have up top the front-facing cameras. On the BLU Vivo XL4, we have a front-facing flash, and both devices have the earpiece here up top. Then down below, both devices have on-screen navigation buttons. Now taking a look at the left side of these two devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the slot here for the microSD card and SIM card. And on the LG Stylo 4, we have that same slot for the microSD card and SIM card, and we also have the volume rockers. Then taking a look at the right side of these two devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the power button and the volume rocker. And on the LG Stylo 4, we just have the power button. Taking a look at the top of these two devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the LG Stylo 4, we have the noise canceling microphone. Taking a look at the bottom of these two devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the microphone and the micro USB port. And on the LG Stylo 4, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB Type-C port, speaker, and the stylus. So right off the bat, the stylus is a unique feature that is only found on the LG Stylo 4. So if you think you'll use the stylus, and I do think the stylus is a great feature to have, then the LG Stylo 4 is the device for you. It's also good to see that the LG Stylo 4 has USB Type-C on the bottom there, because USB Type-C really is the future. Now, taking a look at the backside of these two devices, we have the camera module on both. We have the flash with the fingerprint sensor, but on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have rear-facing speakers, and on the LG Stylo 4, we just have the LG logo here. Now, these two devices feature different materials on the back. On the BLU Vivo XL4, we have this metal material, but one thing I don't like about it is that it really absorbs fingerprints and grease on my fingers. Now, I always keep my hands clean when I use my device, but even with that, it still soaks up grease and sweat and all kinds of stuff, and it just kind of looks bad. But on the LG Stylo 4, it has kind of the same thing. You can see here that it does kind of pick up some fingerprints, but it still looks better because it's kind of this nice glossy plastic material. So both phones have their pros and cons with this back material here. I do applaud BLU for having metal here on the back, but I kind of like the way that the Stylo 4 looks better on the back. Now that we've gone over the specifications of these two devices and done a tour of the hardware, let's now do some commonly used tasks on these devices. So we're going to start by pulling up the camera apps. So 1, 2, 3, go. And you can see here that the BLU Vivo XL4 was first to pull up the camera. Let's now start up Google Chrome. 1, 2, 3, go. And the BLU Vivo XL4 was also faster at starting up Google Chrome. Let's now start up yahoo.com. 1, 2, 3, go. The BLU Vivo XL4 was faster in this test as well, which is pretty interesting. Let's now pull up engadget.com. 1, 2, 3, go. Again, the BLU Vivo XL4 is faster. Wow, I wasn't expecting this actually. This is pretty interesting. All right, let's scroll down. We'll start this article. 1, 2, 3, go. And again, the BLU Vivo XL4 is faster at pulling up that article. So I'm sure there's all kinds of different things that we can compare with these two devices, but I did want to test those different things there just to give you an idea of which device might be faster. But that was pretty interesting. All in all, both devices are both quick, but it does seem like the BLU Vivo XL4 was slightly faster, which is interesting because the BLU Vivo XL4 has the MediaTek Helio P22 processor, and at first, when I first heard that the BLU Vivo XL4 had a MediaTek processor, I was kind of disappointed because I've always thought of MediaTek processors as being slow and kind of bad. But in this situation, and actually the P22 is a new processor by MediaTek, I think this processor is pretty awesome and a great fit for this device. So again, both devices are nice and quick, so it's not an issue, but I was kind of shocked to see that the BLU Vivo XL4 was slightly faster than the LG Stylo 4. But this concludes my comparison between these two devices. All in all, I think they both have their pros and cons. From my observations, the BLU Vivo XL4 has a better camera. That's kind of the biggest benefit with the BLU Vivo XL4, but you also get some extra features such as that stylus, which is really great to see with the LG Stylo 4. Also, if you use Sprint or Verizon, you're only going to be able to use the LG Stylo 4 out of these two devices, so keep that in mind. But let me know down in the comments which device you're going to be picking up, as I'm really interested in knowing. But I also hope you enjoyed this video a lot. And if you want to buy either of these two devices, I have Amazon affiliate links down in the video description. And if you buy your phone through my affiliate link, it's a great way to help out the channel as I get a cut of the sale, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So it's a nice way of giving back. But if you don't want to do that, then don't do that. Do whatever you want. But I do have those links down in the video description for your convenience. Another thing too is that if you want to see the current pricing of these two devices, it might be different since the time of recording this video. So definitely check that out as well. But this is Kevin Breeze here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great day. Bye.